Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm Ryan in Singapore. Welcome to the Mindfulness Daily Practice. And welcome specifically today to Mindfulness Hour. So today we'll spend 1 hour together. The format today is the longer practice. We're going to do a 1 hour body scan. So here we are. And I guess I can tell you what's new for me. First of all, I'm in a new place. You can see that I'm no longer in the old. I'm no longer in the old place, which means I'm in a new place. That's a part of the transition, and I guess as I've been transitioning into this new place, just starting to see what's coming up for me. So we've been doing a series on self-compassion and compassion in general, and that's actually where we're going with that practice. We're going to continue doing self-compassion practice and bringing it into slowly into the kind of outward-reaching compassion. But I think it's always important to address what's present for you at this time, or at whatever time we're at. So that's what I want to do. So this coming week, a few things have come up for me that I think are really interesting to explore. So that's what we'll be doing as the week goes on. So just noticing what's changing. And I don't know who, I had read some article, and I think I talked about this with one of you as well. That moving is more stressful than divorce. I think it's not quite as stressful as a parent losing a spouse or losing a parent, but moving is known to be a really stressful time, and I'm no exception to this rule, and I'm finding what it's like, how I experience stress, how things are showing up in my practice as well, how I'm observing stress inside of myself, because there is a lot. I've got a lot of moving parts here that are constantly moving around, and my 3 breaths, the 3 breaths to recenter practice has come in really handy these days. So it's been kind of like asking myself, what's important right now? I've got 1,000 things that I need to be working on, but the question being, well, what's the most important thing for me to be working on right now in this moment? So it's been good practice for me. Yeah, I moved twice in 6 months. That's right. That's because, once was moving into the temporary place. The second time was moving into the permanent place. So now this is the more permanent place. And you can't see. Maybe I've strategically placed my camera that you can't see all of the chaos that's around me. As you might imagine, still I have boxes, and I think every countertop is littered with random items. So this is part of the stress. Let's go ahead and get into practice. Welcome everybody. Today's practice is the body scan. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into it. The posture for body scan is lying down, although you can, like me, you can feel free to sit up and to sit comfortably. But as we teach body scan and MBSR and mindfulness-based stress reduction, we encourage participants to lie down. And one of the reasons is because when you're lying down, you can relax all of your muscles, that you don't need to be, even sitting comfortably. There are a few muscles that are active. So as you lie down, you can completely let go and completely relax. So the posture, if you're lying down, is to have the arms alongside the body but not touching the body, palms open toward the ceiling. your feet gently falling away from each other with the legs slightly spread apart so that your legs are not in contact with each other, or, well, they may still slightly be in contact with each other. So just a slight parting of the legs with the feet falling away. As we'll be lying still for a decent period of time, you may also want to have a blanket to keep yourself warm, as staying warm is also helpful in feeling safe. Maybe putting something behind your head to protect your head from the hardness of the floor or even the mat or rug that you're lying on. So we will be together for around 35 minutes today. If you like, you can allow your eyes to close. What can also be helpful is to have a light directly above you, so that if you start to feel sleepy, if you start to doze off, that you can open your eyes and look at that light to help you stay awake. Because this practice really is an invitation to fall awake, to use this time to familiarize yourself with your body once again, and with the connection between your mind and the body. So as we get started, let's take a moment to intentionally bring attention to the areas of the body that are in contact with the supporting surface. So this could be the back of the head, the shoulder blades, the elbows, the backs of the hands, the buttocks, parts of the legs, and the heels. And so noticing as gravity pulls down on the body, we don't fall to the center of the earth. There's something that's pushing back, keeping us where we are. So feeling that, noticing that this thing that's holding us up creates sensations in the body through pressure. So maybe you can feel the contact of the supporting surface directly against your skin, or maybe you're feeling it through your clothing. Can you feel the texture of your clothing? Can you notice the place where, if for me I'm sitting on a cushion, can you notice where your underwear ends and your shorts begin, for example? So the idea here is really turning up the awareness dial. Can you really fine-tune your awareness? Notice all of the little tiny details of our experience of being here today. And now let's take a moment to shift the attention away from the supporting surface. So maybe on your next exhale, just letting go of attention at the supporting surface. And bring your attention to the belly, to the abdomen. Noticing how the belly moves as you breathe. So perhaps subtler, this movement with the breath, than noticing the supporting surface. So feeling that expansion as you breathe in. The release as you breathe out, the movement of the abdomen away from the spine and then towards the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. being present here, noticing what's happening right now. Maybe you can feel the clothing gently moving across the surface of the skin of the belly as your belly expands and contracts. And perhaps it's helpful for you to imagine your attention like a spotlight, shining down on your body, shining down on your belly. Allowing it to be the center of your attention. As best you can, holding your attention completely there. And then on your next exhale, releasing attention of the belly. And taking that spotlight down the left leg, past the knee, past the lower leg, past the ankle, all the way out into the foot. So noticing your left foot, becoming aware of your toes, the sole of your foot, the heel, the arch, the ankle, the top of the foot. So as best you can, holding the entirety of the left foot in the forefront of your awareness. Maybe you notice your mind wanders away, comes to some thoughts, what you're going to do later, what needs to get done, what you've just come from. As best you can, letting go of those thoughts and fully focusing on the details of the physical sensations in the left foot. Can you notice each toe individually? Can you feel where the left heel is in contact with the floor or mat? So the entirety of the left foot. And on the next exhale, letting go of the left foot. Bringing attention to the left lower leg, to the shin, the calf muscle, expanding to the left knee. Feeling the kneecap, the back of the knee, sides of the knee. And also bringing into awareness the left thigh. The large muscles here, the bone inside. So from the left hip all the way down to the left ankle, holding the entirety of the left leg in awareness. Can you feel all of the details of the sensations here? Every square inch, every square centimeter. Feeling the left leg. And besides the surface of the skin, can you feel within? Are there sensations in the muscles, in the bones? Can you feel blood moving? What's there for you today? And on your next exhalation, letting go of the left leg. And bringing that spotlight of awareness to the left hip. And bringing it across the hip to the right hip. Across the pelvis to the right hip. And then down the right leg. Past the knee, past the lower leg, into the right foot. Becoming aware of the toes, the sole of the foot, the top of the foot, the right ankle, the right heel, what sensory experience is here for you? What do you notice? What can you feel? Can you feel the floor touching your right heel? Maybe you're sitting cross-legged like me. Can you feel maybe contact between your right foot and your left leg? Paying attention to the sensations in the right foot. On the next exhale, releasing the right foot from awareness and guiding your attention into the right leg. Noticing the right lower leg, the shin, the calf muscle, the inside surface of the right lower leg, the outside surface. The right knee, expanding awareness into the right knee. Noticing the right kneecap, the back of the right knee, the sides of the knee, the inside of the right knee, the outside of the right knee. What sensations do you feel here? Tingling, itching, tightness, perspiration, coolness, warmth. Acknowledging any and all normal physical sensations you experience. And expanding into the right thigh. The large muscles, the large bone, all the way up to the hip. And so now from hip to ankle, holding the entirety of the right leg and all of the sensations you may be experiencing now in the forefront of your awareness. And now on the next exhale, releasing the right leg from awareness. And bringing that spotlight back to the right hip. And expanding awareness now around to the right buttock, noticing where the right buttock is in contact with your supporting surface. Noticing the tailbone. Noticing the left buttock, noticing where the left buttock is in contact with the supporting surface, and as well where it is not in contact with the supporting surface. Noticing the left hip. And now guiding the attention across the pelvis, the front of the pelvis, noticing the pelvic bowl region, the region of the genitals, the perineum, the anus, holding the entirety of the pelvis in awareness. And on the next exhale, releasing the pelvis from awareness. As we guide attention up the body, up the back. So starting at the tailbone, noticing the vertebrae, noticing the muscles of the lower back. Continuing up the vertebrae, noticing the mid-back, surface of the skin, the contact between the skin and your clothing. Coming to the top of the back, the shoulder blades, the muscles here. What are the muscles like today? Are they tense? Are they relaxed? So holding the entirety of the back body in awareness. And on the next exhalation, releasing the back from awareness. And taking that spotlight of attention around to the front of the body. Noticing once again the abdomen moving as you breathe. Maybe including now the digestive system. Can you feel what's going on in there? Is there any sensation in the stomach and the intestines, in the gallbladder? What do you feel? What do you notice? What's apparent to you? Maybe even giving a little gratitude that everything in there is working. At least keeping you alive, no matter what the situation you may feel, no matter what your opinion about what's going on in your body may be. On the next exhale, letting go of your abdomen. Bringing attention up to the chest. Feeling the ribs, the sternum, the heart beating inside the chest. If you have the ability to feel your heart beating, can you tune into it? Can you become aware whether or not you can feel your heart beating? Noticing the rib cage expanding and contracting with each breath. Noticing the skin, the muscles, breasts, holding the entirety of the chest in awareness. As you feel your chest moving, can you remember what it feels like to be alive? See these signs in the chest of your life. Your heart beating, your chest expanding and contracting. And on the next exhale, releasing the chest. And guiding your attention up to the right, up to the left shoulder, down the left arm, all the way out into the fingers of the left hand. Bringing awareness as well to the palm, to the back of the hand, to the left wrist. What do you feel here? The left forearm. The left elbow. The left upper arm. The left shoulder. So from shoulder to fingertips, holding now the entirety of the left arm in awareness. And now on the next exhalation, letting go of the left arm. And now from the left shoulder, bringing that spotlight of awareness across to the right shoulder and then down the right arm. All the way to the right fingers. feeling each of your fingers, your fingertips, your fingernails. Noticing the palm of the right hand, the back of the right hand, the right wrist, perhaps feeling pulsations in the wrist. Noticing the right forearm, the right elbow, the right elbow ditch, the right upper arm, noticing the biceps and triceps, the right shoulder, the right armpit, so now holding the entirety of the right arm, all the way from the shoulder down to the right fingertips, holding everything here in the forefront of your awareness, observing what's here in this moment, what's here for you to observe today. And on the next exhalation, letting go of the right arm. And guiding the attention between the shoulders. Noticing the upper vertebrae. Beginning to slowly bring attention up noticing the neck, muscles of the back of the neck, the front of the neck, the soft tissue here, feeling the throat, the blood vessels, the air moving through the neck as you breathe. And on your next exhalation, letting go of the neck. To bring awareness into the face, starting with the chin, the jaw, teeth? Are the teeth touching one another? Do you find your jaw clenched? Or is your jaw relaxed? Noticing the lips, the tongue, the inside of the mouth. The cheeks, the ears, the nose, feeling the air moving through the nose as you breathe. The eyes, the muscles around the eyes. The eyebrows, the forehead, the temples. So holding now the entirety of the face in awareness. What information are you getting here and now from your face? So on the next exhale, letting go of the face and bringing the awareness to the scalp. To the crown of the head. To the back of the head. The skull, the brain, this physical aspect of me. And expanding awareness now to the entirety of the body, including the face, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the chest, the abdomen, the back, the pelvis, the legs, the feet. Noticing all sensations, dwelling here in your body, being present, noticing what it feels like to be here now. And so now the time has come for us to draw our practice to its natural close. So congratulations everyone for having made it through today's practice. Remember that doing practices like this regularly is a way for you to take a more active role in your mental and your physical well-being, so keep it up. If today's your first time practicing mindfulness meditation, I'd encourage you to try again. Keep coming back. Start to notice, start to observe what is happening as you practice regularly. So I'll close practice with 3 rings of the bell. Thanks everyone for practicing with me today and for being here with each other. A little bit of numbness in the legs as I come out of my posture today. How are you all doing? How was the practice? What was it like for you today? I keep right. It's hilarious, Frank. Just like, I don't know what he's doing. I could just hear him running around. He's just trying to get some people's attention. I checked on him before I started the live today. His bowl is full of food. I maybe he just wants some attention. And by the way, he's taken this transition pretty hard. I remember when I first brought him in. He was panting, and everybody thinks, like, my family's like, oh, it's so cute to see Frank panting, but I don't think it. I mean, maybe it looks cute, but I don't think of it as being cute, because I know Frank, and that's what he does when he's stressed. He'll start panting. So I always worry about him a bit in these kinds of things. Here he is. Come here, Frank. Nope, he's not having it. I don't know what's going on with him today. But anyway, time to just give Frank his space. I think it's a good lesson for everybody, right? And that's a nice thing about having a buddy like Frank is I know his stress signs. Maybe, and I know how to help him. I know what I can do as his buddy to keep Frank feeling as comfortable as he can, because he does have those signs. And it's just a reminder that we all, the more you practice body scan, I think body scan's a great one. The more you practice body scan, the more you get in touch with your own stress signs. Start to notice, oh, when I'm stressed, like these muscles are tighter, or my muscles in my lower back tend to get tighter. So just start to notice how stress manifests in you. And then, just like the way I take care of Frank, what did I do with him was that I put him in a small room, and just go, okay, Frank, here's your space, right? This is your space. Get to know this room, and this helps him calm down, right? And so when we're feeling stressed, we're starting to, and I know this because I know how Frank's works, and I have experience with other cats too. I mean, I kind of know the situation. And so, just like you, the more you get to know yourself, the more you're human, right? You deal with stress similarly to everybody else, right? We're common humanity. Some of these things that are common to each other. We can look at research. We can see what's effective for other people and start to apply that for ourselves. And then, Frank's different from other cats. He's other cats didn't pant so much when they're stressed, although I have seen cats pant when they're stressed. But, this is something very, that's his thing. When he's stressed out, he pants. So, for you, when you're stressed, what happens? Do I get a bunch of stress here? Do I clench my teeth? Does my forehead get really tight? And as we practice body scan outside of our meditation, when we're in real life, when we're walking around in daily life, then we can say, hey, oh right, oh wow, hey, I notice my shoulders, and that can be a signal. And as you get to know yourself, and not just looking at how works for other people, knowing what works for you. What's the thing that can help you to calm down? Maybe you want to disengage. Maybe you need to take a step away. Go be by yourself for a while. Go relax. Disengage from whatever it is that you're with, so that you can re-engage more skillfully later. And I think that's a good lesson for me these days too, because it's been it's been really full on. I've had so much going on every day. It just feels like drinking from the fire hose as we're getting this move completed. So it's just kind of, hey, when's the time to disengage? What's important right now? What's the most important thing for me to focus on? And sometimes that's it. It's the self-care. Hey, now I'm not being effective. Now I'm starting to get angry easily. I can see my patience is getting shorter. Maybe it's time for me to exercise some self-care. And don't forget to keep meditating every day. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Don't forget to eat well. Don't forget to exercise. Don't forget to sleep enough. Do all the things that are going to be helpful for you. All right, I'm going to have a look at the chat here. Oh, sorry, Frank's my cat. Yeah, Demonte says, indeed, my neck's very tight. So you can find out, you can see those symptoms of stress. As I've gotten older, stress shows up in different places, currently holding tension in my feet and calf muscles. Thanks, Anna, for sharing. Deep breaths can help, right? It's amazing, right? How easy it could be just to take a breath, right? Just to pause and take a deep breath. And yeah, that longer exhalation can really help in calming, right? It's the parasympathetic nervous system. Thanks, Diamante, for reminding us. Great to have you back, Suzanne. Okay. Well, time is coming to say goodbye. This recording, I'm going to upload the recording to YouTube later. Ryan's Mindfulness Daily Practice. So you can find the recordings there if you miss. The main idea of the recordings is you've missed a live event and you feel like you've missed out. And of course it's different. We don't get the same kind of interaction, but and maybe you have come to the live practice, but you want to come and you want to do the meditation again, or you want to hear something again, and it's there for you. So all for whatever you want to use it for. So yeah, and I think what Suzanne is saying as well, like I find myself more accountable to turn up to the live ones. It does feel different, right? It feels like we're together when we're here on Insight Timer, and so I do appreciate having this platform, and I appreciate Insight Timer a lot. Oh, and by the way, Insight Timer sent me a message to let me know that 100% of donations go to teachers now. So it used to be that only 50% of your donations make it to us. Now they've changed things so that 100% of your donations come to us. So I think that's a really positive change. I think Insight Timer is doing a good job of focusing more on making their revenue from subscribers than making revenue from teachers' donations. Thanks, Rachel, for your donation. So yeah, I do appreciate your donations. Yes, I know, it's so great. Finally, after it's been years now. So finally, it's I don't know. They're just changing their revenue model, and it's important. It's important to take care of us teachers. I think, right? We do play an important role in Insight Timer's success. Exactly, and we need to look after Insight Timer also, because without Insight Timer's survival, this platform doesn't exist. So lots of gratitude for Insight Timer, and I guess thanks Chris Plowman for what you're doing, and everybody at Insight Timer, I guess, not just Chris. All right. Okay. I'll see you guys on my Monday morning. I'm going to talk about what's been present for me as this move's gone on. A few really interesting little topics came up, so I captured those on for the next few events, and then we'll get back into self-compassion. And speaking of compassion, let us close our practice the same way we do, with kindness to self and kindness to everyone else. So well wishes to ourselves and well wishes to everyone around the world. May I be happy and peaceful. May all of you watching, listening right now, wherever you are, I wish you all happiness and peace. May all sentient life on this great planet of ours and throughout the universe, may we all be happy and peaceful. Yes. And if it's your first time here, come back. See you next time. 5:10 a.m. Singapore time, Monday morning, which might be Tuesday evening if you're in Europe or the Western Hemisphere. So, hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.